is the Big O Show. This 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 is the Big O Show.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Miles an hour, that's a Category 4 hurricane. 3 deaths are reported in Florida after more than 24 were killed in the Caribbean. This
When presenting an award to an employee, athlete, executive, or fantasy GM, make sure you call Orvieto's Awards and More. For 35 years, these custom award specialists have been providing plaques, trophies, custom framing, while providing state-of-the-art laser and computerized engraving, UV printing, and glass crystal etching. They do all their engraving and printing in-house for quality control. Call Charles at 305-949-8098 or visit them at orvietosawards.com. Orvieto's Awards and More, where recognition is rewarding.
Oh, I think I know what this is. Houston, we have a package. Hello?
No matter where you are, the Sloman Shield home security system guards your home. With next-gen perimeter protection, 24/7 monitoring, and interior motion sensing. And right now, get a free Sloman Shield security system and doorbell camera, all professionally installed, for free.
Shield your world, the Sloman Shield.
Take a journey to our Caribbean paradise at Toyota of Hollywood. Get in the groove with great deals on over 2,000 Toyotas, like a Corolla, not 24,000, just 17,975. You'll be cruising and chilling with super low 2.99% financing. Feel the rhythms of the Caribbean today at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Just one place sold the most Acura models in the last 16 years. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Drive the new 2024 RDX, $419 a month during our 16th anniversary sale.
With more than 62 years of litigation experience handling insurance disputes, Welton Rayom is committed to resolving even the toughest insurance claims quickly. At Welton Rayom, they don't get paid unless you win. They handle complex personal injury claims caused by the fault of another in both state and federal courts. They handle auto, trucking, motorcycle, slip and fall, and bicycle accidents. Call 954-966-4646. That's 954-966-4646. Welton Rayom can help. The viewpoint statements or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyAccess.com, Media Group Inc. ownership, management, sponsors, or website. When it comes to South Florida sports teams, very few in the media have witnessed, lived, and covered it like the Big O. Let's start the program dedicated to your favorite South Florida teams with a passion that's unmatched. The Big O Radio Show is on. Here's the Big O.
Oh, man. This is not a good night in Pantherland. Not a lot of growl, not a lot of bite, not a lot of claws. It was not good. It was not good tonight. It was considering you start off the night with Jack Nicklaus, and the Golden Bear is the Golden Bear. I understand some guy was all hot and bothered because I was like, dude, how do you get Jack Nicklaus for this? You get Scott Mellenby. And by the way, for Game 7, Game 7, let's get like somebody really, Anyway, so you just don't match their intensity from the get-go. You give up another shorthanded goal. They have not been the better team. Now, is it time to panic? No. Is it time to be concerned? Yeah, dude. Yeah, because now you got to get on a plane and fly all the hell back over there again. And you're going to have to fly all the hell back over here if you don't finish the job over there. And so you're lucky that you have 3 chances at this. And that's the beauty of taking a 3-0 lead. But now we start getting a little nervous because it's 3-2 and you're going back. And, if the babe with the cans actually shows up, that might even give them another advantage. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It was bad. It was just not, again, the defense. And it's not like, oh, Bob is terrible. It's the guys in front of him are not doing a good job either, man. And they've done a marvelous job of controlling the best players in each round. And they did it in this game, in this series, for the first 3 games. But then all of a sudden, in the last 2 games, they figured them out, and they're doing something to them. But listen, the Panthers fought back, dude. For Tkachuk to get to that, that's why he is the ultimate superstar. He does anything and everything to win. It doesn't matter how blue collar it is. I mean, I admire that guy even more, even if it was a loss tonight. And I know he had, a goal and assist, right? Yeah, he had a goal and assist, and that stop right there. And I know he couldn't then stop the follow-up after that, but what do you want from the guy at that point? Jesus, he ends up in the net. It looks like a scene from For Your Eyes Only, where that hockey scene where he's throwing them all into the net and stuff, And so just it was tough, man. It was tough to watch. The team did not play well. Nobody played well. They didn't match it. And it was just, terrible, to be quite honest. By the way, tomorrow we're going to be at Caneswear in Davie. We'll start the show at 11 a.m. Normally it's 10 a.m., but since I'm doing a second show today, plus I did an interview with Dudley Durong, so that's going to be dropping in his channel. I did a full Dolphin stuff with him today. That thing went for like a half hour. So I did that. I did the show today, and now I'm doing this. So we're going to start at 11 tomorrow to buy me, just an extra. Really, I don't buy myself the hour because instead of doing it in studio like I'm doing it now, I got to drive, 45 minutes anyways to Caneswear. So Really, I'm just buying the extra time so I can drive up there. You know what I'm saying? By the way, you can support the show by visiting our amazing sponsors like Caneswear or Toyota of Hollywood or Welton Rayom. Some great sponsors. So please support our sponsors. Of course, you can visit our merchandise shop. We've got our merch shop there. Hats. I got the Bitcoin hat right here. We got the Big O Show Bitcoin hat, by the way. We got the regular Big O Show hat. We've got shirts, Blind Ass Fan shirts, 305 shirts, really cool shirts. Bring back the old logo Dolphin stuff. So check it out. There on our merch. You can use the QR code, or you can go to the link. We have it on our YouTube page, on Twitter, and on Instagram. And as always, you can make a donation to the program, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That's Cash Big O Show. And a Bitcoin donation, which we love that. And you can make a super chat, which is what Man of 1,005 Holds did. He says, this is what happens when you give a team life. Yeah. And let me tell you something, Man of 1,005 Holds. You didn't really give them that much life after one game. Now they're feeling themselves. Because now they're feeling themselves and they're going back home. Well, now they're going to feel even better. So that's where you're kind of put in in a difficult situation. So the Panthers, they got to cut off the head of the snake in Game 6. I know you get to come home, but you're coming home with no momentum whatsoever. So it's just, it's tough, dude. It is tough. I'm concerned because it's starting to look like they can't close it out, can't handle the pressure. Well, we're going to find out, Lep. We're going to find out in Game 6. We're going to find out. Yep. Meow, 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 meow. That's the old theme song could be coming back if they don't win in Game 6. Let's see. Who else? What do we got here? Remember, they need 2. The Panthers need 1. At least they didn't lay down like the 8-1 loss. Yeah, but a loss is a loss. It doesn't matter. That part you gotta overcome that right away. Though the key is you lost 2 in a row now. That's the key, my friend. So I get it, but you gotta do better. You're coming home. Frankie wants to blame Jack Nicklaus. It's a yeah. By the way, I heard Biden, Clint Eastwood. Okay. I heard Chef Schumer or Chuck Schumer. I heard all of these are candidates for Game 7 to hit the drum. Okay. Clint Eastwood, by the way, I heard is on that list also. He's a young 96, I believe. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these men have energy. I mean, you got to bang the drum. Bam, bam, papa. Dude, Marino didn't hit it hard enough. Marino. Like, he could have done it harder, actually. And he, like, go back and look at the Marino one if you want. It was like, wow, dude, like, Dan, you got some shoulder issues or something? You know what's going on? So, but still, okay, at least it still sounded. You got to hear the damn thing. This is, a tap. Like, you can't do that. I get it. Listen, you want to have Jack Nicklaus hit the drum. You move him over to War Memorial right before a practice, and then he can hit the drum there at War Memorial. But or Game 82 of the regular season. Not when you're in a game that you're about to, clinch the Stanley Cup. Like I said on Twitter, on a night like tonight, you bring Scott Mellenby back, dude. Because he's the guy that started the rat craze. that 20, almost 30 years later, you're still throwing rats on the ice thanks to that dude. So because of that, that's the guy you bring. And by the way, you better bring him in Game 7. Are you listening to me? Florida Panthers out there, somebody send the organization. I already put it on my tweet. You should all retweet my Scott Mellenby tweet. Like, come on, dude. You bring Scott Mellenby back, and the place goes nuts. That's what you do. So I hope that you bring, listen, these teams in town, they're more than welcome to reach out to me and call me on the phone for advice. Is it good to celebrate the Gators and Tim Tebow in our stadium? No, asshole, it's not. It's not really a good idea. No, it's not. No, you also host the Canes there. No, it's not a really good idea. You may not want to do that. Just say, there are things you could just call me. I can kind of walk you through some of these things. No, that whale logo, that's not a good idea. No, it's not. So these are things that you can call me if you guys want. All over, everywhere. Panthers, Heat, Marlins, Canes, Dolphins, Inter, everybody. You all can call me, and I'll, if you need advice, I'll be happy to guide you and give you a little common sense sometimes. So I'm here for you. I'm true South Florida here for you. Juan Rosa says, good evening. Panthers played like the Heat's 3 quarters, and then they turn it on in the last quarter. So effing frustrating, man. Oilers are so fast. Yeah, they are fast. They have not adjusted well in the last 2 games. You are correct, sir. Let's see what else. When they get aggressive, needing to come back, we take advantage. Yeah, well, that happens a lot in hockey. The desperate team that's trailing is the one that starts peppering the other goalie and all that stuff. That's not out of the norm, to be quite honest. Has any Stanley Cup Finals ever gone 7? Of course, man. Of course, Stanley Cup Finals have gone 7 games. Let's see. Such a game of inches. Bennett misses that tap and go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You can always go back to 1 or 2 of those plays or the mistakes that you make. So yeah, definitely. Biden energy. Oh, Carlos, you're doubting Biden? Come on, bro. Biden would knock the hell out of that drum. What's wrong with you? He would give the Golden Bear a run for his money. I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. Okay? Have you seen Clint Eastwood lately? The hell's wrong with you? You denying the power of Biden? In fact, I think, let me tell you something. I think if you give Biden the thing, I think he breaks right through the drum. If you think Jack Nicklaus has power, and you saw the power of Jack Nicklaus, can you imagine Biden? Huh. Robert Deacon, the Deacon Blues. That's what I got right now. Why does it seem like they have not been the aggressor like in the first? I don't get it either. Like, you would figure that tonight was the night that they would come out with their hair on fire, that they want to kick your ass, that they want to be super aggressive, that they want to be on top, that they have that pestering defense that they had in the first few games, that they had in the Rangers, that they had against Boston, that they had against Tampa Bay. And we have not seen it in the last 2 games. It's like somehow they lost their mojo. I can't argue one bit with you, Robert Deacon Blues. Can't argue with you, brother. Thank you for the super chat. Remember, you can make a Cash App donation also, because Cash App, we get 100% of donation. Super chat, we only get 70%. YouTube takes 30%. Like, they don't make enough. Mateo DeLuyo. Thank you for the love in these super chats, sir. Start Stoli deserves a start. No, you can't do that, bro. It's not a goalie thing. The team has played like shit, dude, in front of Bob. I'm not going to do that, dude. I'm not doing that to Bob. That's not fair, Mateo. It's not fair, bro. And Stolarz gave up 3 goals when he came in the other night. So and again, I don't blame Stolarz completely. It's got to be. We just the last gentleman, Robert Deacon Blues, just had it, bro. You know, they didn't come out like how they're supposed to come out. When they're aggressive, they're on top of people, they're throwing their bodies to block shots. It's not the same team. Robert is 1,000% right, Mateo. And that's really the key right now. Whoa. Where are we at here? Okay. Frankie. I hope the Panthers don't get Stephen Ross to bang the drum. That's another one, bro. See, Frankie, you're come on, man. Stephen Ross. Another one that'll bang the hell out of that drum. Chuck Schumer. Chef Schumer. That guy knows how to teach you how to make burgers. If you want to get burgers with salmonella and shit, but yeah, I mean, he'll set you up. Chuck Schumer can, maybe we'll get Nancy Pelosi to bang the drum. Let's do that. I mean, let's go. Let's just think of anybody. Maybe the Panthers would attempt Stephen Hawking. Is he still with us? Anyway. If not, they'll resurrect him. Maybe they'll go resurrect Don Shula or something like that so he can bang the drum. Don Shula or Biden for a stronger hit on the drum? Tough one, right? Shoes from the grave. I wouldn't count them out. But they got creative today. The Panthers got creative today. The place is buzzing. Yeah. And now for the draw. Yeah, Jack Nicklaus. People are like, what happened here? They got this old guy, and there's probably a bunch of young people that didn't know who the hell he is. Like that's a momentum killer. Okay? That's you watching a movie with your girlfriend, and you guys are like touching each other's legs, this, that, and all of a sudden, mom comes in, lights up the room. Hey, do you guys want something? And you're like, cock blocker. So that's kind of exact. That's what it was to have Jack Nicklaus be the guy. How do you start with that, dude? The whole place is rocking. We're home. Let's go. Let's knock them out. And, the poor old man comes out. You know what I want? I want to be part of the meeting where they sat around and said, hey, you know what would be a good idea? Jack Nicklaus to bang on the drum when it's really a tap on the drum. And I want to know the people around that said, yeah, that's a great idea. I want to sit. If that's the moment where you invite me into that meeting and I'll stand up and go, what the hell are you talking about? What the fuck is wrong with you? We need momentum. We need buzz. Let's go. What are you talking about, dude? Go get me Scott Mellenby. What is wrong with you? Oh, you can't? Well, get me Beezer. I can play this game for you. I can give you a top 5, top 10 that people that are inspirational. And Mellenby and Beezer are the most inspirational Panthers since these Panthers. They're the ones, they're the signature players of that last Stanley Cup. Bring those guys back. How about Doug McClain, dude? Bring their coach back to hit the drum. That would be good. Paul Laws, who beat the shit out of people, goes great with what's going on here. Bring Paul Laws back. I mean, come on, man. It's ridiculous. I don't mean it. No disrespect to Jack. It's not his fault. It's completely on the Panthers. That was a total momentum killer, bro. That was the worst thing right there. That is somebody that told you you're hanging out on this island with Halle Berry for the rest of the night, and then all of a sudden they knock you out. They spike your drink, and you woke up and she's gone, and you're like, "What happened?" "Oh no, you slept through it," and you're done. That's basically what it is. I mean, really bad. Alexis Palenzuela, thank you for the love on Venmo, Cash App, or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That's Cash Big O Show. I have faith that we win Friday night, but I will be at Blink 182. I don't blame you, dude. You can record it and you can watch it when you get home, and then you get to see both anyways. You still see the game, And if it's a disappointing loss, you're at Blink 182, which you're having a great night. That to me makes a whole ton of sense, my brother. That is proper planning, is what I call that. Kudos to you, sir. Kudos to you. Giving up a shorthanded goal again is unforgivable to a team like the Oilers. Should have been 3-3 late in the third. It's a game of inches like the Bennett play. They had no edge. Mr. Spock, I don't think anybody can argue with what you said. It was just unacceptable, dude. How they came out, giving up the shorthanded goal, not finishing plays. Just ridiculous, dude. Just absolutely ridiculous. And now you put yourself in a really difficult spot, because now you've got to go back to Edmonton to finish this thing off. That's a pitch to have to do that. And now they have the momentum now. So you're going back there. If they had a drum, I'd get the Oilers fan with the great cans. Let's see what else. If Puff Daddy hits the drum, he will go to jail twice. Panthers turned the switch on late in the game. If they play with that kind of intensity, they will win the cup in Edmonton. Let's hope so, Eddie Reto. Let's hope so. Is it time? I'm not hitting the panic button yet. So I'll hit the panic button if they lose on Friday, my brother. If Friday night, when we're doing this show, it's a loss, then I'm hitting the panic button. By the way, hit the hell out of the like button, please. Got 161 watching, 54. Come on, man. We're working hard for you all. We're doing 2 shows today. We're back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Please smash the hell out of the like button. Please, please, please. That's a great way to support the hell out of the show. But I'm not ready to panic yet. I actually pulled over Jack Nicklaus when I was a cop. Guy was a total douchebag. He was doing 75 and a 45. Pulled the "you know who I am" card. My response was, "You know how many tickets I can write?" Robert Deacon, thank you, my man. Thank you. Let's see. Strafasi, the Panthers are in trouble. I mean, hey, listen, you can feel like that if you want. I'm not ready to do that yet. They've earned enough with me to give them one more break to say now panic mode. They've lost 1 or 2 games in every series. So here's your second game, So I'll press the panic button on Friday night if they lose. I'll be panicked. Right now, I'm not panicked. I'm concerned, but I'm not panicked. Panic's too strong of a word. You don't want any more drum banging. You want to end this on Friday night. That's a good point to Drew. That is a good point. But if you do come back, 96-year-old Clint Eastwood, come on, bro. Think about that. You know what I'm saying? I think that would work. I think that would really jack the place up. It's Clint Eastwood. Okay. Larry Mullen Jr. would be fantastic. I like that. Hope the back is all right. Let's see. I mean, if you're getting someone from golf, hardcore Panther fans, Brooks Koepka. No, man, you had to get Scott Mellenby. I gave you a list of people like that. It was stupid. There was no reason to leave the Panther family. You get Mellenby or Beezer, the place goes absolutely nuts. Nuts, dude. You know what? And I'm thinking about it, Beezer. I bet the whole place starts with the Beezer chants. That'll get resurrected. You know? Oh, man, that's the kind of lift you needed at that moment. And now to bang the drum, you know? Oh, my God. John Van Beesbrook, the Beezer. And the place would have just, erupted. Like, seriously. Call me. Florida Panthers, call me. Please, bro. Please, I bleed this town. Right, Big O. Big O, that room was full of yes men. It was a bad idea from a higher up, and you know how it is in the corporate world. Right. Yeah. Nobody had the balls to say, are you guys out of your mind? This is like the most exciting moment of our franchise's history, and we're going to put an old fart that can barely touch the drum. Yeah, that's a really good idea. No. Let's bring Scott Mellenby or John Van Beesbrook. You know, come on, man. That was bad. That was almost as bad as the game and the performance by the team. That doesn't, it's still the worst thing. But Jesus Christ, where was that a good idea? Frankie Fresco says, get Messi to bang the drum. Well, he doesn't have to talk. So, yeah, you could get away with it. Yeah. No, that's a good one. Yeah, there's no script. There's no interview. Yeah, Messi will do that. Yeah. He'll bang the drum. He'll say Michelob, and then he'll leave. True Fin Fan. Thank you for the love on the super chat. Waiting for Cap for Life's take. Inside joke that only some of you will get if you watch today's show. If you didn't watch today's show, you won't get that inside joke. Ocala Joe says the way they played, even if Neil Peart had banged the drum, it wouldn't matter. You're right. You're right. But it would have been a better start at least. Okay? It would. At least I would have gotten pumped up for Neil Peart. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, I would have gotten really pumped up because they would have brought him from the dead. That shit would have been really impressive. In fact, if Neil Peart shows up, everybody in that damn building needs to run the other way and get the hell out of there. Oh, man. Taping the game isn't good. You need to watch the game live to feed in your energy live. The players feed up. Nah, for you, when you got a concert, you can't record the concert, bro. So either or, you record it, and I get it. I get what you're saying, living in the moment and all that, yada, yada, yada. But, yeah, you win it. You see it. You'll be fine. You'll be standing in the parade. Oh, did you see it? Yeah, I saw it. And you won't even know. So it doesn't really matter. In the end, you won't really know if they didn't really watch it live. Okay? And yet, he was at a Blink-182 concert and he saw the game anyway. And if it's a loss, he's the real winner. I mean, let's be honest now. That's the one time you don't mind seeing the recording because it's a loss, and then you still went to the concert. So I don't know. As a hardcore music guy, I have to go. Josh says, you're funny. Oh, you always lighten the mood. We have no choice, bro. If we don't lighten the mood, I mean, if we don't have fun with old man Nicholas and the terrible decisions and whatever, if we don't laugh at least a little bit with this, it's, although there's probably some guy all bent out of shape that I mentioned Biden, because whenever you mention either side, you always have some butthurt person. The good thing is I don't give a shit, so I don't care. I'm not worried about your little feelings and all that. Eduardo Velasco, I don't know what game pissed me off more, this one or the Dolphins-Tennessee game, first period. Well, that one pissed me off because the old man did not blitz the young QB, just like he didn't blitz Lamar Jackson. Like, what are you going to do, dude? Come on. He's a mediocre passer. Get after his ass. You force him into mistakes. That's what he does. That's who he is. How are you not blitzing Lamar, dude? Let's go. Don't let him sit back there. And so I would, and this team is better, period. This is a championship caliber team. You don't want to go Buffalo Billing this thing. Early 90s Buffalo Bills, by the way. I'm not talking about these Josh Allen ones. I'm talking about the real teams that they had in the early 90s. Those were nasty teams. Drum should have sounded like Furry Road in War Rig Chase. I know I'm wrong for this, but if we win Friday, cool. But ugh. Well, that's fine. I just want him to win. How about Nico McBrain's local Iron Maiden band? You're talking about Titanium Tart. Let's see. And they are coming to town. And by the way, Titanium Tart is playing the exact set list of what Iron Maiden is playing in the Forever Past tour, or whatever that's called, Past and Beyond, or I don't know, whatever the hell that shit's called, the tour that's going on in Europe and all that. That set list is the one that Titanium Tart is playing. Remember, Nico is coming back from surgery, so like he's kind of getting a groove, and I would imagine that's why he's using his band to play the same set list so he can continue, because one very boring thing that Iron Maiden does, unfortunately, is that they play the same songs on the same set list every single night on the entire tour in the entire world. They never change it up. And so it's kind of lame, but it's what they do. I love them, but it's kind of lame. Gotta be honest. Anyway, I have too much information in my head, like useless information. Sorry about that. Let's see. If it's a loss, you can just delete the recording. Hopefully it's not. That's a good point, Zachary. I don't want to watch it. I got to see Blink 185. I'm out of here, bro. I got the best of both worlds. I didn't suffer the loss, and I won because I went to the concert. That kind of reasoning. Just watch the lowlights of the game on one of your local channels. I got to say, dude, I like your thinking. Let's see. Mike No-Go Zones, thank you for the love, baby, on the super chat. How about Todd Rundgren? He can bang on the drum all day. I want to bang on the drum all day. Yeah, I love it. You guys are a trip. Let's see what happens on Friday if they're able to get it done, man. Bitcoin's moving up too, by the way. It's at 65.5 right now. Hit 64. So, okay. All right. Sometimes cheap tents get the job done. Sometimes they do, my friend. Sometimes they do. That's it for the Panthers. Oilers are playing for their potential. It's a wrap. Alexander Jimenez has given up on the Panthers already. Okay. D Wade banging the drum. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. How about Pat Riley? Would Pat Riley, I think Pat Riley's in pretty good shape. I think Pat Riley might be able to do a decent drum. And that's Pat Riley. Yet let's get a guy that is like, come on, bro. All right. If Jack Nicklaus went hard, he would dislocate his entire arm. It would just come off. It would be like a hockey player losing a stick. And you got to go pick it up and give it back to Jack. And he's like, what do I do with this now? It's completely disconnected. It's over. You know? Not a good thing, man. Big O, come back for nothing. It's okay. Can win Oilers house. Let's go Panthers. Stay positive. There you go. No excuses for allowing the shorthanded go. No excuses for coming out flat. But when it's the refs and Oilers versus the Panthers, it's tough to win. Biggest game, and refs were whistle happy for Oilers. Plus, they didn't catch the too many men on the ice. But really, in the end, we did ourselves in with Jack Nicklaus. Okay? We kind of did it to ourselves right from the beginning. I got to say. Yeah, we do suck in the power plays, Rude Awakening. Yeah, I don't know what it's to watch this team. It's like they're fantastic and full strength, but on power plays, they struggle. It's absolutely insanity. So, yeah, bring Shaq to bang the drum. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm pretty sure if I get drunk enough, I'll bang that drum. That's what she said. Let's see. Make it a family affair. Have Brady and Keith Tkachuk. Oh, my God. Like, you know. Maybe Brady because he's on another team, but the dad. That is a fantastic idea, dude. It's almost as good as my Mellenby idea, but it's freaking awesome. A legend like Matthew Tkachuk, the dad. Keith Tkachuk, you know, father of Matthew. Oh, dude, are you kidding me? That's just outstanding, my man. That is outstanding. Wow. That's a great, great call right there, dude. Love that one. Asher positive. We controlled the game after it was 3-0. We shot ourselves in the foot. Heat beat Boston in 7 after being up 3-0. It can happen. It can happen. Asher, thank you, my brother, for the super chat. Very nice of you. Devin Jordan, very nice of you also for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big O Friday is a must-win game for the Panthers. If they lose this series, it's a major choke job. By the way, give Coach Spo to bang these. Hey, that's a good one, too. I love that suggestion. All of you are way better than the marketing team of the Panthers. Okay, tonight, the marketing team of the Panthers gets a fat ass F. I mean, they failed on major, major levels today with that whole Jack Nicklaus thing. That was just mind-boggling. Like, everybody probably looked at each other like, what are they doing? Is it AARP night? Is there some blue light special going on? Or are we dyeing old men's hair purple? What are we doing here? Is the Cracker Barrel handing out discount coupons for breakfast? what's going on here? Why is Jack Nicklaus hitting the drum or tapping the drum? It's one of those. It's inquiring minds want to know. Let's see. If Keith Kachuk beats that drum, he might get 2 minutes for roughing. I like that, Brett. I like that. Keith was my favorite player growing up. Reason why, I was a Coyotes fan. A Coyote. All right, Mike. Thank you for tuning in, Mike, so late. Appreciate it. Yeah, I thought Pat Riley would not be a bad one. Pat Riley for that's a good one. That's a good one. There was a discount at the Old Country Buffet. Let's see. Hockey is the fastest, most intense physical sport in the world, played by the toughest athletes. Yes, they are. Even the national anthem singer was terrible. Nah, that's a little rough there. That's a little rough. It was all right. It was fine. Mellenby and Spo get my vote. Lean more to Scott, though, because of Panther lore. Yeah, dude, and the Rats. You know what I mean? That would have been cool. In fact, it would have been cool that after he hits the drums, like maybe they shoot out rats into the fans, right? Not into the rink because you're about to start the game, but it's a great way for people to collect some rats and get ready for, hopefully at the end of the game you can use them. You know what I'm saying? If not, it's a keepsake and you take it home. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It was rough, dude. Very rough to watch this 5-3 loss, to be quite honest. Folks, don't forget to visit our merchandise shop. You can use our QR code there. We got shirts, hats, all kinds of stuff, so you can support our platform and keep us alive. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be live at Canesworth starting at 11 a.m. So tune in then. We appreciate Sean Stanley. We appreciate all of you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting our sponsors. Thank you for the super chats, Cash App or Venmo, Cash Big O Show, visiting our merchandise stands. Please hit the like button, man. We never got over even 100, and we got over 137 now watching. Let's go hit that like button before you get out, so we can get this thing going. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Appreciate you all. Don't lose faith. Hang in there. Go Cats.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.